A lot of people get entertained by all sorts. But as Christians today, what is appropriate for you to watch, listen to, or read? This is Catholic Faith Forum, and I welcome you to another exciting episode. I am Nonso, and today we shall be discussing appropriate entertainment for a Christian and why. But I'm not doing the talking alone because I have two guests with me today. I'm our executive producer of Catholic Praise Concert, engineer and God's Toolbox, Mr. Peter Igbumoke, and Reverend Father Paul Bastos, Assistant Parish Priest of Catholic Church of Resurrection, Magodo, and Chaplain of Catholic Praise Concert 2019. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, what is Catholic Praise Concert all about?
Well, the Catholic Praise Concert is an evangelism through music initiative that was started by the Felicia Michael S. Foundation in conjunction with Yellow Craig Limited. So the idea is a gift to the Catholic Church that can be used to reach out to young people. Everyone is complaining that the young ones are no longer interested in faith, especially Orthodox type of faith. And what way can we draw them back? Music is a very powerful tool to attract both the young and the old. And that's how the Catholic Praise Concert started.
So when did it start?
Conceptually, it started around 2010.
Wow, a long time ago.
Yeah, and it took quite a while. So it went through different forms of change and transition. Started out as, let's have a radio station that we could play Christian music, best Christian music all day. That wasn't easy because you might have a playlist that works today, but you have to put in extra work to have a playlist that works every day, almost 24 hours a day, because these days radio stations are 24 hours. And then of course so many other things, licenses and all that. Then
Thank
2013.
you. All right. Thank you so much. He's already talking. I know we're already enjoying this, but don't worry, we're coming back with more for you after the short break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. This is Catholic Faith Forum, and we're about to discuss the appropriate entertainment for a Christian and why. And I'm with two guests today, like I mentioned earlier. So, Father, what is entertainment to you?
Well, for me, entertainment is something that gives you happiness, a joy. Anything good. Anything good. Not just anything good. And of course, for us Christians, something that will lead you to God. That's the ultimate good.
So, what entertains you a lot? What aspect of entertainment do you enjoy?
Personally, listening to music, good music. That you can learn something from. Not just any kind of sound or noise. Just as we have today. And reading something that would help you to know the things around you. Because everything that we have around us is given to us by God. So all those things, when you do all those things, you feel excited and you are happy that you know the beauty of the world. The world itself is enough entertainment for you.
Wow, that's nice. Mr. Peter, what entertains you?
Music, movies, and then partaking in adventure in various forms.
Oh, nice. So what kind of adventure have you partaken in?
So I'm a sports bike rider.
Oh, wow.
Power bike riding.
That's amazing.
I play golf, I swim, I'm also into mixed martial arts.
Wow.
Just a few.
Okay, now let's talk about movies. I know nowadays there are movies that are made that there's so much violence. So do you think that there's an extreme move that these makers of these movies are making when portraying violence? Do you think there's extreme violence? Is there anything to you like too much violence?
Sure. For me, it's the virtualizer I made.
Okay.
It's because this generation, we see, even the news, apart from the movies, even the news that you listen to, everything is always negative. So there is that tendency that what you see will have effect on you, and people tend towards that.
Okay.
And the movie industry is supposed to help to correct that, but it seems we followed it. We always love following the trend. That is what is happening. That is what people are interested in. So let us continue.
Okay, but the thing is that a lot of people try to agree that this violence or violence scenes are realistic. Do you think they are realistic?
To an extent, but not in total. Sometimes we imagine things.
Okay. So, Mr. Peter, do you think that there's a need for violence to be shown in movies?
So my take on it is there's fiction and there's realism.
Okay.
When we're trying to tell a story about things that have happened or can possibly happen in terms of past wars or incidents, it helps to properly contextualize what violence means.
Okay.
Our generation and even younger generations, our world today, people seem to be attracted unnecessarily to violence, and people assume that violence are all those beautiful things we see in action movies. Then there are the fiction type of action movies, and yes, there can be excessive violence. Children watch these movies despite the ratings that we have.
Yes.
Sometimes we're in a situation where family we want to watch a movie together, and you would have gotten into that movie before you realize that there are certain violent scenes that you wish your children hadn't seen. Even as adults, some of them have their impact on us and we start to behave in a certain way.
Okay.
Gun toting these days, it is that allure. To be honest with you,
okay.
I may not be a psychologist, but violence is attractive. And we try to sell it in an embellished way that makes it even more attractive and sexy.
Okay.
But that's because the media has also told a huge lie about violence and portrayed it in that regards. But real violence is as ugly as can be.
Okay, now let's go to intimacy in movies. How much intimacy do you think is too much? Do you think there's a need for it to be put in a movie or not?
Okay, so as an adult, intimacy will always be in our face one way or the other.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't always take it into the sitting room. There's a place for everything.
Okay.
I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, but yes, there is too much intimacy in a movie. There can be. And I've seen some really brilliant movies that had minimal to zero intimacy, apart from expressing care or concern for people genuinely. And those have been blockbuster movies too.
Yeah.
It's possible. I can reel out several movies that I've seen and there was zero intimacy, but brilliant storylines. These are A-list actors and actresses, and they've done wonderfully well. And it was entertaining as well. So yes, intimacy should have a limit.
Yeah, I feel the same way because there are some movies I watch and I'm like, there is no need for this scene because I still understand the plots. I understand everything without this scene. Yeah. So I agree.
Sometimes you even wonder, so what's the point? It's like you're enjoying the story and
yes.
suddenly and you're trying to wrap your head around the purpose.
Okay, so do you believe that, I've heard people say, oh, I'm a heavy viewer, I don't get affected by what I watch, I can watch anything. You think those people are being real with themselves? You're laughing.
Well, that's not true.
Okay.
That's not true. You know, as human, what we see consciously or unconsciously, we tend to react and adapt ourselves into those things.
Yeah.
Nobody will teach you your culture per se. You wake up in the morning, you are from the West, you wake up in the morning, you see people, they prostrate, they do that, you watch them.
Yes.
Gradually, you do the same. The same thing with the movies. When you see all those things, consciously and unconsciously, you start practicing them.
Okay. But as Christians today, some of these movies are just all up in our faces. And sometimes we just watch them without having any, let's say we don't have anything in mind. We just watch them for, let's just watch and enjoy the movie. Do you think if I see a movie, like you spoke about violence, if I watch a movie that has too much violence or too much sexual intimacy, do you think I am partaking of that which they are portraying in the movies? Because those things are sins. So when I watch them, am I partaking of the sins that are being shown to me?
Well, I once went for a confession, and the priest said, when you see evil, run away.
Okay.
For the fact that they are robbing in the house, you have your members 2, 3 in the house, and you are outside, you are part of it.
Okay.
So you run away from it. You know you have seen 1, 2, 3. What will I gain in this? Switch it off. Run away from it, so that you will not be part of it.
So, Mr. Peter, do you think the same thing?
Yeah. So mine is experiential. You begin to have ideas and concept starts to build in your mind. It's not easy. I mean, we're saying free, but it's easy because sometimes you're like, oh, okay, let me.
As in,
yeah. Before you know what's happening, you've sat down 30 minutes and you've done, and then God help you, you just remember somebody and you start to connect in your brain and all that. And taking that off the screen to music, for instance, someone who drives, if I want to drive fast, particularly when I used to do a lot of interstate driving or even riding, I play high-paced music.
Okay.
What that does is it actually triggers higher level of adrenaline, and I'm able to do a lot of things. I ride or drive faster.
Don't you think that's dangerous?
So I'm just trying to portray the impact that
entertainment
does have
that's true
on us. And when you see a particular thing very often, consistently, and long enough, you start to normalize it. It's no longer a big deal. It's just people kissing. It's just people it's no big deal. And then one day your child walks in on you while you're watching it. And one thing that also affects me, sometimes I'm watching a movie and scenes like that are coming up. I start to look at my kids. I start to, so I ask myself, why do I have to go through all that work to entertain myself? Might as well just skip the scenes or switch to something else.
I remember
it's easier said than done.
When I was younger, I was watching a movie and then a kissing scene came on. The only thing I remember doing was I just crossed my eyes so I won't see properly, and then everything was blurry, but I still had to say that I knew they were kissing. So I think those things are bad for children.
Back in the days, we would actually close our eyes. We're like, oh, yuck.
Why are you closing your eyes? I mean, you know it's a bad thing.
Yeah, but nowadays, people don't close their eyes. Kids don't close their eyes anymore. They actually watch and it's okay.
But the part that saddens me is there's some movies you watch and they have these explicit scenes. It's not that kids are watching it, but kids are part of that production. Kids are in the movies that you see some scenes, they have sex scenes, and there'll be children in that movie. I wonder most times, how do they produce this? Is it that the children will be behind the camera watching while these things are going on, or they'll leave the room and say, okay, go. When they finish, you come back?
So one is not really part of the production scene.
So okay.
You can't say how they managed to do that. Because in the US, for instance, it's against the law to have children, anyone underage, anyway, involved in any sexual activity.
Okay. So
most likely they may have played with cameras somehow.
Okay.
But the product is what we will judge. So a little child is watching a so-called kids program and such scenes are involved, or is watching a family program and sees that. It also sets that child on the wrong path of, if this is happening in the presence of this child in America or in the UK or whatever, they're supposed to know better, so it's okay.
Okay, so Father, do you think that what we watch, read, or listen to affects our spiritual life?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And how does this happen?
Well, you know, in the world in which we are now, we tend to rationalize things. God is saying this, but this is happening. We tend to listen more to the world than to what God is saying.
Okay.
Thou shalt not kill. How can I not kill if I see somebody that is trying to kill me? Better I kill first. God knows. Some persons, you hear things like, "Oh, when they composed the Bible, the era has passed." But now we are in, I don't know what to call it. Age or whatever. So you need to be smart.
Okay.
The age of smartness. Thou shalt not kill. No, they will tell you, no, it's not thou shalt not kill now. Thou should be smart.
Or thou shalt not kill a good person.
Well, whether good or bad, thou should be smart. So that if the good man wants to suddenly become a bad person, you need to be very smart. Okay. So that you stay alive. When you look at that, you are trying to rationalize your faith, and definitely it will affect you.
Okay, so do you think that entertainment have a place or has a place in a Christian's life?
Sure, definitely. Don't forget that Christianity is not just on its own.
Okay.
It relates with human person, and the human person is a social animal. Whether you like it or not, you have to blend the two so that you can reach God. And that is why he left heaven to come to identify with us.
Okay.
He could have just stayed there and blow air and say your sins are gone, but just to be like us.
I want you to tell our viewer there what kind of entertainment they should get involved, they should enjoy watching.
Those beautiful movies of yesteryears, you know, when you sit down and you listen to Taste by Moonlight, Cocker Up Dawn, those things, you are eager to watch them, and at the end of the day, we have good products in the world. Not the one of, I'm not saying everything about today, but 70% of what we see today as Christians, we should try and ignore them.
Okay, so Mr. Peter, what do you think?
So, yeah, I do agree with Father.
Okay.
To sort of go back to pick some of the golden entertainment options we had in the past. But then there's a wealth of opportunities for us in the future and in our present. You need to research the storyline of a movie. I do that very often before you watch a movie these days. And with DSTV, box office and all that, we can actually read a bit about it. And you need to question what you are gaining from a movie or an entertainment, whether it's a biopic or this and that. Because sometimes too, people can write documentaries based on fallacies. So you need to be careful not to go and take on what will poison you at the end of the day. Like they say, half illiteracy is worse than the total illiteracy. But the challenge also has to be shared by us in the media sector, industry, movie producers, music producers, studios like yours. We can't afford to give our audience a bland and wish-washy type of entertainment that cannot compete with the secular entertainment.
Okay.
It has to be on point.
Yeah.
Because we are very visual people right now. So you need to sell with that same quality, the storyline, and be able to portray it in such a way that people don't miss out on the purpose of entertainment, which is enjoyment, pleasure, as well as education. And that is very, very important. And I believe it's doable because I've seen a lot of brilliant movies that have made me to think about life in a more positive and different perspective. So yes, be bold, but challenge what you watch and what you listen to. Sometimes lyrics of music too. I actually search out the lyrics and be sure I understand what is being said.
Okay.
Because sometimes you might actually be raining curses on yourself and it sounds nice. I'm being very honest. I've had a lot of songs that I've stopped listening to because I realized that the person was saying a whole lot of self-destructive things. Sometimes even the artists might have their own personal issues. And they now project it onto their listeners and viewers. So one has to be extra. You need to become technical in your entertainment.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Peter, for coming today. Thank you, Father Bastos, for honoring our show. Thank you so much. You've heard it, guys. Don't watch anything that would lead you to sin. Instead, watch things that will glorify God and keep you holy. We're not going anywhere yet. We have to go over to Judith and Collins on Know Your Faith.
Welcome to Know Your Faith series. I am Collins.
And I am Judith.
Today we'll be talking about moral conscience.
I like the way it is described in the Catechism of the Catholic Church. It says the human heart has in it the law inscribed by God. It is our God-given sense of judgment. It is not our personal opinion or our preference. A well-formed conscience will convict you when you're wrong.
Moral conscience gives us the responsibility to act in ways God has revealed himself through the sacred scriptures, the gifts and fruits of the Holy Spirit, and through the traditions and teachings of the church. These are ways that you can educate the conscience.
We all have a conscience. It is that intuition that tells us what is right in a situation of moral dilemma. But the problem is we make our choices based on our preference, which is oftentimes wrong. If you continue to shut your intuition, over time you only hear your opinion. But then it brings the question, how can one form moral conscience?
So you need to constantly seek the help of your spiritual director or your parish priest. Talk to them and get to understand why it is difficult for you to make a decision or to pick what is moral and just. Evaluate your feelings and opinions, and of course, read the Bible regularly and pray.
I believe that after you've done all this, God will give you the grace to act right. But then, mistakes are almost inevitable. So when you make mistakes, reevaluate the situation, listen to your conscience, and resolve to do better.
That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Please feel free to like and share this post and also subscribe for more content. Till we meet again, be bold, be Catholic.
Welcome back, guys. This is still Catholic Faith Forum, and we have the members of the team of Catholic Praise Concert with us in the studio, and they're going to tell us a little about the concert. Mr. Peter.
Great. So this year's Catholic Praise Concert is themed Praise for Extraordinary Grace. And it's actually a Thanksgiving of praise.
Wow.
I'm going there to do my family Thanksgiving, and you should be there to join us to praise God 12 hours non-stop. It's a family entertainment, and you just have to be there.
Okay, so Keller, can you tell us what we should be expecting from this concert, from you at this concert?
Oh, from me?
Yes.
All right, so I'll just give a little background story.
Okay.
So first time I was on this concert, I wasn't so sure what to expect myself, even though I was performing, you understand? But I got there and I was blown away myself, you understand? So, and this has been, you know, what's it called now? The expectation, you know, the second, the third, and even this particular time. So it's not gonna be anything short of amazing, explosive. And you know, young people just wanna have fun.
Yes.
You know? So this is how we give them fun.
Okay.
You understand? So we're just having fun in the context of Christianity, you understand? We're just going to enjoy ourselves,
yes,
dancing everywhere, all over the place. Have fun, basically.
So guys, don't forget about Catholic Praise Concert coming up on the 23rd of August at the Catholic Church of Resurrection, Magodo. You're going to go there to praise for extraordinary grace. Hallelujah. I'll be there and you should be there. To watch this episode and other episodes, you can visit our YouTube channel at Dominican Media Presents and also send us your suggestions and comments across the social media platforms at CFF on TV. Till I come your way next time, please keep being saints in jeans and shirts. Bye.